So the Towbar comes with instructions and they have washers. So these big ones right here goes on to the tow hitch right there. Then you're going to see the holes. It needs to go a bit lower. If I can be able to get this part in, I think, oh, I can't find the hole. So right now I'm putting on back the 13mm hangers that were removed for the exhaust. To top it off, let's just put you in here. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this video was made at the same time as when I was removing the rear bumper of a VW Jetta 5. So the reason why I was removing the rear bumper of a VW Jetta 5 was to fit in my first accessory. So this is a Towbar, and this Towbar I bought it mainly because I found out that my car does not have a rear crash bumper. So then I just decided that this was an urgent matter that I needed to sort out. So I then got myself a Towbar. So this video will only cover how to fit in a Towbar on a VW Jetta 5. So if you'd like to see how to wire a Towbar on a VW Jetta 5, that will be shown on the next video. But on this video, the only thing that I'm going to be doing is to show you how to fit a rear Towbar. So let me just unbox this Towbar and see how it goes. So before I even unbox it, what I'm going to do is just to make sure that this Towbar fits on this car before I can open it. Okay, so this seems like it is the right size. So what I can do is just to fit it in now. So I'll be unboxing this Towbar right now. So the Towbar comes with instructions. So here's the instructions right here. So these screws, these two right here, are for these pieces right here. These are the ones that tightens the Towbar onto the car, and they have washers. There's a small washer and there's a bigger washer. So when I'm looking at this, the small washer comes in just like this. So this small washer, the first one, comes in right here. Then we have the bigger washer, which comes in right there. This is how they are supposed to be. Then after doing that, we'll have to torque this up to 45 Newton meters, and the rear one for the tow hitch are going to be torqued up to 110 Newton meters. So these big ones right here, these are the ones which goes on to the tow hitch right there. So we're going to start with these ones. So the challenge will be on the other side when we have to do it on the side which has the exhaust. But for now, let me just push this Towbar in, then get on the tightening. So we also have these cushions right here, or these bars. These sit right here so that the Towbar does not damage or rub against the rear bumper. So these sit in right there, but we're gonna put them on when the Towbar is now in, because the difficult part is getting the Towbar in. Okay, so the Towbar is in on this side. So what we need to do is just to make sure that we tighten it on this side as well. So there are some rubber pluggings right here. You just need to pull that out. Then you're going to see the holes that you're going to need to put the bolts in. So these are the holes. This is the other one, which is a bit difficult to get out, but I will try to pull it out. Okay, so it's also off. Then what we need to do is just to align the Towbar with these pieces. I can see the first hole. I can also see the next hole. So what I'll need to do is just to put in the bolts on this side and then go on to the difficult part, which is the other side. The bolts have been assembled. The washers are in here. So make sure you do not miss how they say you need to put it in. Fitted in the bolts on the other side, as you can see, these are the two bolts. So the issue is the heat shield, because it is hiding the places in which I need to put on the bolts. On this side at least, you can be able to see the bolt. but on this side it needs to go a bit lower, so I need to get to reach that point. So what I'm deciding to do is just to remove the exhaust hanger, which is held in by two 13mm bolts. So this right here is what I'm going to remove and see if the exhaust can maybe go a little bit down. So the first bolt is out. Those bolts are off. What I'm seeing is that there's enough space at least to just get a bolt in all the way onto there. So what I will need to do is to also make sure that I drop the head shield further, but after that I think the hard part will be done. So okay, I was able to just take out the head shield just a bit enough for me to be able to just put on the bolts through these holes, just to be able to slide it in. There's not enough space, as you can see, but I think I can be able to put the rear one inside here. So let me just try to put the bolt. So the first part of the rear part of the Towbar is in. Now what's left is to get this part in. If I can be able to get this part in, I think my job might be a bit easier. So I think this is an 18. So what I'm going to try to do is just to fit my hand in here and try to get this bolt going. Once it's going, I can just make sure that I extend the socket that needs to put this in and then just put it in. So it's a bit tight, but you'll have to make sure that you get someone with smaller hands if yours cannot fit in here. Oh, I can't find the hole. Yeah, it's a bit tight. But if I can get it in, this side is in, do as much as you can get onto. But once it's in, what you can just do is to make sure that you use an extender and tighten it way fast. So that's in. What I need to do is just to make sure that I align the tow bar before I can just get everything on. Then this is the side which I had already tightened up, but I didn't tighten it up completely because I need to make sure that the tow bar aligns very well before it can fully be in for the last time. So you need to tighten it in stages. The side bolts are torqued up to 45 Newton meters. This is 45. That's 45. Okay, so now we are fine. What we need to do is just to put back the exhaust on, because we had made sure that we lower down the exhaust. So I need to put back those 13mm. So right now I'm putting on back the 13mm hangers that we removed for the exhaust. So you can torque this up to 28 Newton meters. I think that will be enough. Okay, so now the car is on the ground. I've jacked it off. So what we need to do is just to make sure that we put in the wiring through here. But I'm not going to be detailing that right now because this video is only about fitting the tow bar in. So I'm just going to put that in. Then I'm going to put back the bumper and make sure that I cut it before, because I think I may need to cut it right there. So this rubber grommet was just right there. So what I did was to just push it in, and I'll need to just poke in a hole right here, then pull through the tow bar wiring. So what I found out is that I cannot be able to just fit in this wiring because this is too big to fit through here, and this whole plug right here is too big to fit through here. So what I'm going to do is just to remove all these wires right here and then make sure that I put them the same way I found them. So this is going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm going to make sure that I'm going to put everything together as it was. So if you can look at this piece right here, there's a piece written open. So what I need to do, I think I need to just pull this up and pull it onto the other side so that I can be able to remove it. Push it onto this side like that, then open it then remove it from this piece. So these have now been separated. What I need to do is just to remove all these and put them back in. So before removing this, I've made sure that I mark everything. So this is white, green, brown, red, and yellow. So make sure that you don't mess up the wiring of the trailer, because if you do, there's no getting it back correctly until you see it. So everything is now taken out. What I need to do to make sure that I fish this in, so I need to just pull on this, pull this through here. So I've pulled this through. Now what I need to do is just to wire this thing back in. So after wiring it back in, I'll then be able to just pull it through and make sure that I close the grommet nicely right there. So I'm done with the wiring of this. I've put it back in. What I need to do right now is just to make sure that I close it the way it was. So okay, closed. So it is closed. Then push it in here. I think this is the way it needs to go in, and then push it back, then tape it up with an electrical tape. So this is now fine. So the tow hitch, I think I'm going to put it in this way. What about this? This way is not going to work because already it's facing this way. So thinking this way is the best for me. So I'm thinking this is the best way. So we'll need to cut off the rear bumper. So let me just see how I'm going to cut it off. So what we ended up having to do was just to cut the rear bumper on this part because the tow bar is now getting on the way of the bumper. So let's hope this is enough. So now the bumper is back on. Okay, let's see how we need to align the tow thing. Where is it? Okay, it's in here. I think this is going to be like this. Yeah. Okay. I think this will be in like this. Then we're going to put this on here. Yes, I think we're going to be good like this now. So what we need to do now is just to tighten these bolts. This way now. Okay, so now we just tighten this up. These are 19mm bolts. We'll tighten this up to 150 Newton meters. Allah. Okay, so the tow bar is now in. So to top it off, just put you in here. Now what I need to do is just to put this thing back on, and when I'm done with this, I think I can just put everything back together. But yeah, so that's how you're going to fit a tow bar on a VW Jetta 5. So for the wiring of this trailer, you are going to see it on the next video. So that's it for today's video, because it's now late and I don't think you can be able to see things very nicely. So I'm just going to continue the rest of the stuff, because on putting back the tow bar, that's what you need to do. I've showed you everything that you'll need to do to put the tow bar. So to put back the rear bumper, it's just a reversal of all the things that I did to remove it. So that's going to be very easy enough for you. So that's how you do it, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. Until the next one, we're out.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.